Hello Hattrickers! It's been quite a while since the last update from San Marino with Intercalvajeo, but here we are with episode 85 of Let's Play Hattrick in San Marino with Intercalvajeo. And we start with the Under-21s San Marino in the final match of round 1 in the Under-21s World Cup, playing away against Germany, one of the greater nations in Hattrick, pulling off a great win, winning 2-0 in the final round of the group. Let's have a look at the ratings in this match, and we can definitely tell that it wasn't unlucky that San Marino got a win in this one. But look who's tearing up the defense for San Marino here, Zanotti, playing his Under-21s cap number 8 in this one. Great effort by San Marino and Zanotti, winning 2-0 in this one. Let's take a look at the group standings by the end of round 1. Here we are, San Marino ending up 1 point behind Germany in second. But if you look at the goal difference, you can clearly tell which team was the dominant one in this group. In the second round, San Marino will face South Africa, Latvia, and Sao Tome and Principe. So we'll hope for a few more games for Zanotti before he will be too old to continue his adventure with the Under-21s. But 8 caps so far feels very good, and if I recall correctly, he should be close to solid experience at this point. Zanotti, that is. In the senior training department, we have made a bit of a detour because of Zanotti's experience and adventure with the Under-21s, and the Under-21s coach did reach out and ask me to give Zanotti a bit more passing so that he could contribute counterattacks and being a more versatile player for San Marino. Simply because it's quite fun to have this adventure going on with Zanotti, we decided to accept and follow the instructions. So we've been training passing for a few weeks now, and why don't we just take a little look at the overview sheet. There we go. We've also had a few pops in defending since we last looked at the sheet. Igor Becker and Belgicano popped, as well as Camallini. We had passing pops already for Zanotti, Francioni, Camallini, and Igor Becker. So it's coming along nicely. It'll only be a few more weeks, or at least until Zanotti is finished with the Under-21s, and we'll go back to finish the defending plan and then move back on to playmaking, which should make the team quite strong relatively soon. Also, in season's time or so, we will be adding the PNF to this bunch of players, taking the total of core players and half-baked core players to the maximum of 6 of this build. From that point on, we will be focusing training for those 6 players, trying to make a bit of extra cash with the 50% slots as well. It will be nice in a season's time or so to have the final player added among these players, and as said before, it will be a PNF. Great news also from the academy, where Leo Greco was promoted a few weeks back, and he actually sold for 500,000 euros. So a nice little extra money in the pocket for the cycle from the sale of Leo Greco. It looks like he's already being played as a defender, getting defense training. So good luck to Leo Greco. We hope to see him have a nice career going forward. Now let's take a look at scouts this week and see if they have something interesting for us. Let's just call them up and see. No 15-year-olds, unfortunately. 16. Overall 5. I think we'll go with this guy. Yeah, he's not going to make it. Antonio Saligioni. We'll just fire him right away because that's not what you're looking for. Also, let's just take a look at Bonifaci, who was higher regarded in my plans before I was actually contacted for Leo Greco. But he will be promotable in 5 days now, and he is more or less fully trained in all the relevant stats. Hopefully a little extra money once more for the cycle, but I'm not certain it'll be as good of a sale as the Leo Greco one. Still, nothing to complain about. In the league, we are doing fairly well, even though we did lose last weekend to the strongest team, Raffaello CNFC. Not unfortunate in any way, we were outclassed in every sector of the field, so a fair defeat in that game. The coming week, we will be playing the bot team at the bottom of the division, and hopefully we can get through that match without any hiccups or any injuries. In the Cup, we are still taking part in the Consolation Cup, and we are playing a fairly newly started team, so hopefully we can make it into the round of 16. But in that round, it does look like we will be facing tougher opposition, and it might be the end of the Cup adventure for this season. I'm not too sorry about that fact. The income from the Consolation Cup is fairly small. We do want to get started with the extra training scenario with the team in Denmark as well, starting to playing friendlies, but that's how it is before this weekend's games. Sunday evening we played the Buds from Fiorentino RSM and we did win 5-0. And for a rainy butt bashing Sunday, this was pretty good. We had Francione making a hat-trick from the middle of the park, playing to 7.5 stars alongside Zanotti. We also got a chance to see Belgiano and Igor Becker playing in their natural positions on the wings, playing to 8 stars. We like the look of that, certainly. The only bad thing happening in this match really was a yellow card for Kotatko, but we can live with that. He's not a main player in the build at all, so all in all, a very good victory for us in this match. In the league, we are second, 3 points behind Raffaello, who played against the Unknowns, and for a little while it did look like the Unknowns were able to perhaps make a stand against the league leaders, but in the end it proved that they were too strong. That means that the Unknowns are overtaken by Mickey B. They won 7-0 against BKS Union Belize in their matchup, and in the final match of the round we did see Lokomotiv Ladendicht beating AC Wien Sorgenfree 2-1, putting them quite equal in the standings as well, just having a goal difference of 2 separating them on 6 points respectively. If we do look at the statistics and the top ratings, you'll see that Raffaello is quite far ahead of the rest of the pack, and it makes total sense that we have a hard time beating him, all of us, in the league. If we scroll down, you'll also see one of the good reasons why. Raffaello is by far the oldest team in this bunch, followed by BKS Union Belize, and then we also have Intercalvajeo being the 3rd oldest team in the division. Please consider joining the community Discord. There'll be a link to this Discord in the description of the video. That's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the episode.